Hey there guys, Tim here from Candid Tech. Thank you for stopping by here again. What we're going over today is an app called Now Playing for the Pixel 2 and 2 XL. So this app actually stores all of your songs that come up from the Now Playing feature that your Pixel automatically listens to. Stay tuned, we're going to go over that app coming up. Alright, so hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you see, I've got my baseball gear on here in celebration of the first week of the MLB season. So why don't you let me know down here below in the comments who your team is. So the Now Playing feature is one of the coolest features of your Pixel 2 or 2 XL. It's where on your screen you'll actually get a notification of what song is playing. So the Pixel 2 and 2 XL is always listening, and it'll pick up songs in the background. So if you're out at the bar, even just at work, in the car, it'll actually be listening. So if it's a pretty popular song, and it does have a pretty in-depth library, it'll pull it up and it'll actually show that to you on your phone as it's going. So you'll actually be able to see it temporarily, but then it'll be gone. So if you wanted to go back later the next day, say, you're not going to be able to see that information anymore. So that's where this app comes in. What this app does is it basically stores that for you. It'll keep all that stuff logged so you can go back, and if you say, hey, that was a pretty cool song last night, what was that again? You can go back into the app here, and then it'll show you the songs that we're playing. And then from there, you have some features where you can actually open it up in a different, music type app. I use Amazon, you can do it through Google, things like that. All right, so opening this up, you can see I got my different songs here that automatically pop up from my history. So it goes by day, and you have the dates there, which is really cool, because then that just lets you see too each day what you're listening to. So if you know that you went out one night and you liked the song that you heard, you can go back and just scroll through here and find it. Also on the bottom here, there's also a favorites tab. So you can mark songs as your favorites, and then they'll be stored right over there. So you can hop back and forth between the total history and then your favorites as well. There's also a search feature. So if you search, like I can type in a certain artist, it'll pop up on here as well. Also, some of the other filters, you can actually filter by the last 24 hours, last 7 days, last 30 days, or you can just leave it to all, where it'll have your total history up there. One of the other features is that the third little bar up at the top, you can either have your grid of your songs in the layout, or if you hit it, it'll actually take you to a map. So going to that map, it will actually show you where you heard those songs. So it's kind of hard because you got to go in and you got to turn on the settings to enable your location services for the app. So once you do that, then it'll start picking it up. So I didn't have any yet, but I had gone into the settings and turned that on now. So, theoretically, if you were on vacation somewhere, or if you were on a trip and you remember that it was there that you heard a certain song, you could go back and kind of look while you were in that area, or say on vacation, you can go see kind of what songs you were listening to and what you heard there. So moving on, hitting the 3 vertical dots in the upper right corner of the app here, you've got settings, import, export, about, and an option to donate. So going into the settings, there's many cool things in here. You can actually change the theme color, so you can go from dark to light theme. You also have your location services, like I mentioned. On the map, you can decide whether or not you want the songs clustered, things like that. You can also set up your default music player, so that's also definitely interesting, because that's something that you might want to set if you always use Amazon or you always use Google. You can set that up, and it'll be your default thing to open the music file in when you click on a song and go kind of further to that next level with it. There's also some import-export features on there, so I guess if you wanted, you could export the song list as well so that you had it elsewhere. So taking a look here, I can see on March 29th, while I was at work here, Cheap Thrills by Sia came on. So I'm gonna click on that, and it's gonna show me the time that I heard it. So 3:46 p.m. on March 29th. And then I can see from there, there's some options. There's a share option. I can favorite it. I can delete it off of here. There's a play arrow as well. So if I hit that play arrow, I set up Amazon automatically. So it's gonna take me into Amazon, and you just have to make sure you're signed in already if you do have like a Prime account. And so now that I'm signed in, it tells me that song is already in my library, but if I want, I can click that song, and then clicking a couple times and clicking to where it says in library will actually take me to the song where I can actually play it right now. So if I go back into the settings, I can actually change the default music player to always ask. So now that I put that back on, if I go back and I click on a song and I hit the play button, it'll come up. It gives me the options for Amazon, Play Music, the Play Store, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So overall, this is a pretty cool app. The best part of it is it appears that it's actually free now. I remember when I first got my Pixel 2 and I kind of heard about this app a few weeks later. It was 99 cents at the time, which still isn't a big deal. But I just downloaded it the other day and it was free. I didn't have to pay anything. I think it's a really cool app. It really utilizes that really cool feature of the Pixel 2 and the Now Playing, and it kind of takes it to another level. It's something that was missing, and obviously, if you want to go back and know what you listen to, this app will really make that possible, and it gives you kind of full functionality from that Now Playing feature. So I can put a link to this app down there below, and I'll put the name there again just so you can find it. But it's pretty easy to search. You can just search Now Playing in the App Store, and it's in the Google App Store there, and you'll be able to find it pretty easily. So if you guys like this video, I'd love for you to hit that like button. Also make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification to make sure that you get all of my latest alerts and updates. I do weekly tech videos here on Candid Tech TV, so I'd love for you to come back in the future. You can also get your Candid Tech TV t-shirts as well at the Teespring link below. I've also got some other designs that are kind of, you know, non-branded ones with the headphone logo you see back here as well if you're interested in that. Also, I got a tech group on Facebook called Candid Tech Crew, so go check that out and ask to be invited over there if you're interested in hanging out with some other creators and some other tech consumers as well. Thanks for watching with me here today, guys. You guys take care until the next one.